We help contractors by the hundreds with all of the administrative burdens that surround handling their construction projects. That means helping them with Xactimate estimating, working with them on all the administration of their supplements, and doing the administrative services back office work that enables them to focus on selling, building, and billing.
We see contractors just starting off, maybe they're struggling with the fundamentals of running a construction business. They partner up with us, their process is now defined, they're able to grow their profit margins and actually scale because they're not held back with the burden of dealing with the supplementing process. And I feel proud of what we've been able to do in this industry.
This is Larry Bache with the Merlin Law Group, helping policyholders for more than 30 years. If you have a claim or your client has a claim that needs help, please feel free to call the Merlin Law Group because we are the true policyholder advocate.
C3 was eager to help us, and even whenever we weren't giving them work, they were still eager to give advice. The things that they were putting out for the pertaining from DMO to RFG and giving that to the industry and not charging anything for it, I thought was really cool. And that's stuff that I as a contractor appreciate. I'd recommend C3 to any contractor who's looking for a PA, especially if you're around Colorado. Great guys, man. I'm nothing but happy with the work they've done for us.
What's up, everybody? This is lead meteorologist Sean Choquette here for our daily hail forecast on this Friday. Thanks, as always, to C3 Group, Merlin Law Group, and our Supplement and Balance Claims for sponsoring our videos. As always, you can check them out in the description below if you're watching us here on Facebook. So, weather headlines for today. Not a whole lot going on. We have a low chance for some hail, marginally severe hail in South Texas later on this afternoon and into this evening. But looks like we have a pretty quiet weekend on tap. Things are going to calm down quite a bit here for this weekend. Looks like we are in the last period of time here in the month of May where a big cold front is pushing into the Gulf of Mexico and cutting us off from all of our moisture to give us that instability. So I think once we get past this weekend, things are really going to start taking off again and be pretty consistently busy now for the hardest storm season here. And follow Derek on KOCO, his First Alert Storm Chaser page. It'll be tagged in here. Looks like just keep following us on that. We were out chasing yesterday. We did some live cut-ins for that for KOCO. We were able to go get into some hail. I know I posted on my personal page, and I think on the Hail Trace page we got into some pretty good sized hail at the beginning of one of the big storms yesterday, which is our main yesterday hail map. That's a segue. Here's the 3-star map for Willow Park, Chillicothe, and Jacksboro, Texas. We had about 3-inch hail. We had hail right at the beginning of the storm. We got close to tennis ball to baseball size hail, maybe a couple stones of that size, primarily a lot of 2-inch hail. With the storm was strengthening on top of us and then really took off and rode the Red River. We had to come back a little further north in Oklahoma to cover this stuff in Oklahoma City. But it looks like we have... This storm did make it fairly close to the DFW Metroplex, just barely scraping the edge there along the Weatherford area, Willow Park, Aledo, Benbrook, all seems to have gotten high quantities of hail with this storm. This was a couple pictures we grabbed. The 2 on the right. That's in the Weatherford area. And then, of course, this storm did drop some massive hail by the Red River, way up to the north. That's a picture farthest to the left. That one was pretty crazy. So, pretty quiet, yeah. So he's saying quiet for DFW. Yeah, you guys haven't had the crazy hail yet this year, and Kansas City hasn't seen a whole lot of severe weather yet. Everything has been suppressed a little further to the south, but that is definitely going to be changing here in the next week or so. So hold tight, guys. Don't worry. It is still only the first half of May. This is your forecast for today. Nothing too crazy. A couple isolated potential for quarter to $half size hail. One for Houston, the other one near Laredo and McAllen and far southern, deep south Texas along the border. And the storms here for the Houston area, 1 or 2 storms may happen that could have a near severe hail. Just that marginally severe, like you get a couple stones upwards, a quarter to $half size. And that's really about it. Looks like the wind threat has really kind of taken over for the Louisiana area, and then here in the Houston area. Again, maybe a storm or 2 could happen, but it's looking like a very low-end risk. And you can see the future radar here. Not a whole lot to really talk about. Just a couple little storms forming, and then maybe a little bit more activity near McAllen as well. There's the potential that could get up to golf ball size, but it looks like we have a pretty substantial lid to the atmosphere, keeping everything in check. So it'll probably keep things pretty minimal in terms of hail size for today. And then after that, this weekend's looking quiet. Tomorrow and on Sunday, we have really quiet weather coming up here. As I said, Fort Collins next week. I'm not sure. We gotta look and see how things start panning out. It looks like we get a lot of instability to return much further to the north next week, so we could see more widespread hail potential getting north of that Kansas border there, and the Kansas-Oklahoma border. And then, yeah, maybe we could see some more activity starting to bubble up a little bit here now that we're getting towards mid-month for Colorado. And, yes, of course, more risks for DFW. So keep an eye here with Hail Trace. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook. Hit see first. Do everything you need to do so you don't miss any of our posts or any of our content. Instagram, Twitter as well. Simply at Hail Trace. Pretty simple to find us. We'll be updating you guys all next week, keeping you informed about the potential for storms coming up and letting you know about storms that do happen. Do live coverage for any storms that go on. At least when I'm around, I was unable to do live coverage of the storms heading to Dallas yesterday since I was driving for the storm chasing, but I probably won't be doing that again for a little bit, so I'll be doing live coverage for anything of that. And give us a call, 855-334-4245. Any comments, questions, or concerns you guys may have, or if you are new to Hail Trace, you need a type of training, whatever it may be, it's a good number to call. You can email us as well, or you can visit our website, hailtrace.com, for more info. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll be back on Monday. Looks like it's going to be a quiet weekend, so I'm going to take advantage of that. It's been a pretty wild few weeks in a row here, so any quiet days that land on the weekend here at Hail Trace, the weather team can take a moment to have a bit of a breather and get ready for the next round of storms for next week. So I'll see you all on Monday. Have a wonderful weekend, and see you Monday at 12 p.m. Central Time.